Shedeur Sanders got a couple different things, including trade talk to the Saints.
At the end of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur. Just like who's going to start or what play we're going to call is Kevin's call. But that's Andrew's call.
If Shedeur Sanders at worst isn't the backup on this team, there's going to be hell to pay.
Shedeur just ruined Coach Haslam for totally wrecking a huge trade. This guy's been pointing fingers at an outperformer like Sanders since the beginning. Why? Because he wasn't picked. But Shedeur has decided to not take it anymore.
Cleveland is in a bad spot.
The Cleveland Browns are standing on the edge of a huge decision that could shape their future for years to come. Rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders has officially called out coach Kevin Stefanski and, more importantly, owner Jimmy Haslam for ruining a massive trade that could have been the turning point the Browns desperately need.
Aggregated over social media is like, holy cow, how dare he say this about Shedeur Sanders, and
This isn't just a small problem anymore. It's a full-blown crisis brewing in Cleveland. Sanders, who has been lighting up training camp, has finally had enough.
He was flawless. Shedeur is big time. I didn't know for sure, will it translate to the next level of competition? Yes.
After weeks of outperforming every quarterback in the room, including Dillon Gabriel, he saw exactly what was going wrong. And it wasn't the players on the field, it was the leadership off it. Haslam's ego and stubbornness are starting to derail what could have been a game-changing opportunity for the Browns, and Sanders isn't keeping quiet anymore.
I'm going to tell you this again. Shedeur Sanders is the biggest story of the NFL preseason.
It's not just about the trade anymore. Sanders has completely destroyed Haslam's control over the situation. This trade deal could have been the Browns' best chance at securing a franchise quarterback in years, but Haslam's interference is throwing everything off track. The kid's been nothing short of spectacular at camp, going 14 for 15 with 4 touchdowns and no turnovers. That's elite-level play right there, the kind of stuff that turns heads, builds a future. But despite all of that, Haslam and Stefanski keep him stuck with the scout team. And who do they want to keep?
When we spoke to him last week, the days blend together, when he and D. Haslam talked, he mentioned how we need to see the rookies this year.
Right.
So you're clearly preparing us to suffer through Dillon Gabriel starting football games this year.
Yes, Gabriel. The whole audience can even see that Gabriel has been struggling with accuracy and decision-making and gets the first-team reps. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that something's seriously off in Cleveland. Here's where it gets juicy. Haslam, the same guy who initially pegged Sanders as the future, is now clinging to outdated ideas of what a real QB should look like. And no surprise, Sanders isn't the one he had in mind.
I think the problem is the trash can, and he's the trash can.
Instead of putting his full support behind the kid who's clearly been outperforming everyone, Haslam's letting his ego take the wheel. This is the same guy who's had a history of quarterback mishaps, from the Baker Mayfield drama to the Deshaun Watson fiasco. And now, he's adding another chapter to that ugly legacy by refusing to embrace the future staring him right in the face.
I don't think that's not my place, to answer, to even be able to give the answer to that. I feel like it's not in my control.
Finally, after weeks of internal tension, Sanders had enough of the politics. He hit a breaking point. He gave Haslam and Stefanski the ultimatum: let me play, or trade me now. This wasn't just a rookie throwing a tantrum. This was a guy who knows his worth, who's sick of being stuck on the sidelines while others get their shot. And honestly, it was a career-defining moment. Sanders put the pressure right on Haslam's shoulders, forcing the entire organization to finally face the reality. They can't keep ignoring him without serious consequences.
As long as he is the owner of the team, I never can envision a time where they are the top of the heap.
This whole mess isn't just about one player or one practice. It's about a team's future. Sanders' talent is undeniable, but Haslam's inability to let go of his outdated views could cost the Browns their best shot at stability. If this goes down the wrong path, Cleveland will have to live with the regret of watching Sanders succeed somewhere else while they scramble to figure out yet another QB disaster. The Cleveland Browns are standing at the edge of a huge decision, and it all boils down to one thing: Haslam's ego. Sanders had done everything right, performing at a level that would make any team drool.
Shedeur Sanders got a couple different things, including trade talk to the Saints.
He caught the eye of the New Orleans Saints, who were in desperate need of a quarterback after Derek Carr's sudden retirement. The Saints were reportedly ready to offer significant compensation, picks, veteran players, everything, for Sanders.
So I like it if they do pick him.
This was the kind of trade that could reset the Browns' entire future, securing them a young, talented quarterback to build around for years to come. But instead of seizing the opportunity, Haslam stuck his nose where it didn't belong, and the whole deal fell apart.
Thankful for just having four great quarterbacks, that go out there and compete every day.
And the worst part? It's starting to fall apart in the locker room. Veterans like Jerry Jeudy and Nick Chubb are looking around, realizing what everyone else knows. Sanders is the guy, but instead of letting him lead, they're stuck watching politics and ego dictate who gets the playing time. It's a mess. The team is divided. Offensive linemen, players, everyone knows Sanders has outplayed Gabriel and Flacco. But Haslam is holding him back, making sure he gets no chance to prove himself with the first team. And it's not just frustrating, it's demoralizing.
You just said it. That is true. I think that's true, though. I mean, I think it does appear that the trade rhetoric has been...
The message in the locker room is clear. Performance should decide who plays, not politics. And yet, here we are. Haslam's control over the quarterback position has turned into a nightmare for everyone. The Browns have a team full of players who know Sanders can lead them to success. But instead of letting him have that chance, Haslam's ego continues to block progress. If they don't get this sorted fast, the whole season could go up in flames. The locker room is already fractured, and if they don't fix this soon, they'll be dealing with a full-blown meltdown.
I've never seen so much more attention paid to maybe the second or third string quarterback drafted in the 5th round as compared to the #1 pick overall that plays the same position. It's actually astounding, right?
Haslam's failure to see the obvious is quickly turning into one of the biggest blunders of his ownership, and the whole internet is bashing him. The guy is clinging to this outdated vision of what a quarterback should be, and it's blinding him to the raw talent he has in Sanders. You've got a rookie who's out there absolutely crushing it in practice, a completion rate near 70% even back in his college times, 4 touchdowns in one session, deep ball accuracy that's almost surgical. And yet, Haslam can't bring himself to accept that Sanders is the future. Instead of backing his QB, Haslam is stuck on some fragile idea of what the team should look like, holding on to a vision that's already been proven wrong by the numbers. And the worst part? It's costing the Browns in ways that might be hard to recover from.
I guess there's a large portion of the Cleveland fan base that believe that Shedeur Sanders is not getting a fair shake as far as equity and competition.
The entire NFL is watching Cleveland right now, and let's be honest, the league is on the edge of its seat waiting to see how this all plays out. Player empowerment is at an all-time high, and Shedeur Sanders' decision to demand a trade is a game changer. It's not just about one rookie wanting more playing time, it's about a bigger movement in the league.
Number 7.
Cleveland. Maybe I have them low, but the defense is insane. You know they've only allowed 490 yards through 3 games? That's the lowest since 1970.
If Sanders can force a trade by simply standing up for himself, other players will take note. Rookies, young stars, anyone who feels they've been held back by the politics of their organization might start following his lead. This could set a new trend where performance, not draft status or the owner's whims, decides who gets to play. And the team that's already suffering with so much has to deal with this too. And if that happens, Cleveland will have to take the blame for it. So guys, Sanders is very clear this time. What's your opinion on this matter? Let us know in the comments below, and for more such videos, please subscribe this channel.